We're both from a small town atmosphere, but the neighborhood in which we live really still maintains a little bit of the small town feel. We live not too far away from the city, which actually works well as far as convenience for my job. I work as a physician, and so we have to be close to the hospital, but the nice thing about my job is that the majority of the call that I have is able to be taken from home because we do live so close.
I actually design apparel, so I have an office upstairs that I design on the computer, and then I also have a workshop in the basement where I make clothing. I pretty much wrap up my workday at 4 o'clock-ish here at the house. Holly usually gets home at about 5, and we try to cook a meal together.
Family dinner time, even if it's just Greg and I, it's always been something that's important in my family growing up. I think a lot of good things happen around the dinner table. We each have many nieces and nephews.
We try to stay very involved.
Baseball games and soccer games and birthday parties. Greg is usually one of the first ones running to get on the playground equipment. He's just a big kid at heart, and I think that's why they all really just flock to Greg. We can't wait to have our own child to involve in those activities.
I can't wait to have a little guy or girl to just hang out and play with.
We talked, I think, early on about our wishes to start a family. The last few years have proven difficult for us to do that on our own. Early on, we also started talking about adoption. It's just been something that I really have felt deep down in my heart that this is something I will always do. And I think after our struggles for the last few years of trying to get pregnant on our own, this has really been the sort of sign for me that this is the way in which we're going to grow our family, and we're ecstatic about it.
They're so good with our kids.
When they come over, they're out pushing them on the swing set. They're involved. They're not just sitting back.
Greg is very fun-loving. Holly's the one that really makes our kids feel special on any special occasion or birthday. She goes all out. I know that they would be awesome parents.
We aren't under any false impressions that parenting is easy, but I think we're up for the challenge. We're at the point in our lives where our house just doesn't feel like a home without a child. We're really ready to introduce them to all the love that we have been surrounded by, all the love that we have for each other, to share that with a child.